name is Tasha Marsalia. I'm the Executive Director of the Plainfield Shorewood Area Chamber of Commerce, and I just want to thank everybody for coming and welcome everybody for coming today. Really looking forward to this State of the Village. Before we do get started, we have a few people that we do want to thank. I would like to thank Shorewood Glen for allowing us to host this event here. I know Rachel and some of the board members from Shorewood Glen are here, so we do appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'd also like to thank our food sponsor, Mob, Nosh, and Libations, for coming today and doing your, I think, first catering event. And then I would like to introduce, I do have some of my board members that are here today. So if you guys just want to wave your hand, I've got Tracy Lane, Anna Hollinger, Brian Sloan, Eric Marsalia, and Lisa Bahonik. I think you guys are all sitting at the same table, so thank you for being here. And last, I would like to introduce our sponsor. Each year we have a sponsor for all of our events, whether they're luncheons, our women's luncheons, and this year we were very blessed to have one of our members, I'm sorry, I just saw Adam Underhill too, sitting here. He's a board member as well. I am so sorry, Adam. Stuck in back there. But our sponsor today is Oakleaf Community Mortgage, Joe Lagilia, and he's going to come up and talk for just a few moments.
Thank you for that clap. I was getting nervous there for a second. My name is Joe Lagilia, everyone. I'm with Oakleaf Community Mortgage. We have an office in downtown Plainfield. We are licensed in 46 states. And we just came off of a record first quarter in 2022. Although interest rates are moving up, Oakleaf Community Mortgage decided a long time ago to do lending differently, common sense lending. The reason why we had a record first quarter, self-employed clients have been able to leverage bank statements using cash flow. Portfolio clients with credit challenges, we've been able to help. And we have a buy now, sell later program for anyone that's having trouble getting an offer accepted contingent. We're able to turn those buyers into non-contingent offers, which is vital in this moment in the housing industry. That's my last elevator pitch. If you see here on your table, I decided to take an initiative real quick. I decided to take an initiative of lifting up real community heroes within our community here in Plainfield and Shorewood. This is an event every single week on Sunday on Facebook that we put on where we interview someone that you guys can nominate, someone in your circle of friends, your family, your network, your neighbors, your organization. We love to interview them, interview their mission, lift them up, and we love to do that here on the Not Your Average Joe Show. Now that's really my last elevator pitch. Thank you, everyone. Now, real quick, I want to introduce 20-plus year resident of Shorewood, our guest of honor here today. Please help me welcome our mayor of Shorewood, Mayor C.C. DeBold. Thank you, everyone.
Well, thank you, everybody, for coming today. I'm going to admit a little nervousness. Never done this before. So, without a doubt, first, I also want to thank the Plainfield Shorewood Area Chamber of Commerce for putting this on. It's very appreciative to be able to get everybody back together and do this post-COVID-19. I also want to say thank you to Shorewood Glen for allowing us to be here today. So everybody's aware, Shorewood Glen's a community that opened in fall of 2005. They've been very active in giving back to the community. I want to highlight a couple of the facilities and organizations that they give back to. Northern Illinois Food Bank, Joliet Hospice, Meals on Wheels, CASA, Daybreak Mission, Will County Medical Clinics, Shorewood Hugs, Wish Upon a Star, and there's a variety of others. But with that, again, I want to say thank you to Shorewood Glen and everything that they do for the community as well. As we get started, I do want to say thank you to a variety of people I've been able to get through, and I apologize if I didn't get an opportunity to say hello to you before we started this afternoon. Brian Walsh and John Doherty were here from Christopher Burke Engineering. The TRIA group, I believe, was walking around. These are the folks that helped us get our public works building together. Bob Beige from Beige Excavating. I know we have staff from Shorewood Hugs here. We have staff from the Village of Shanahan and all of the Village of Shorewood staff. thank you for everything that the hoops I've made you jump through to get today ready. Also, I want to acknowledge some of the elected that showed up today, and I'm very appreciative to have as many as we do today. Senator Meg Capel from the 49th District from Shorewood. Representative Batnick, I don't know if he made it in. He had a prior obligation. He was on his way, so I don't know that I've seen him yet, but he is working his way here. Let's also remember Representative Batnick is leaving after 8 years of service in the Illinois House. I also want to thank Jennifer Bertino-Tarrant, the Will County Executive, for coming. Scott Greider, our Kendall County Chair. Lauren Staley-Ferry, the Will County Clerk. Mayor Basta, Village of Bolingbrook. Mayor Argadelis, Village of Plainfield. Judy Mitchell, Joliet Junior College. Joe Balch, Troy Township Supervisor. And last but not least, Trustee Kirkland, Trustee Brockman from the Village of Shorewood, and our Village Clerk, Lana Jakitis. So before I get formally started here, I have to say thank you to my wife. For the last year, there's been a lot of hoops we've jumped through for the village. And meetings, phone calls, just a variety of things about the what ifs and what nots. Who wants to come in? Can we do this? How do we make this work? How do we make business successful? She's put up with a lot. All right. Here we go. So good afternoon, and thank you for attending my very first State of the Village address. It goes without saying, I am honored and humbled to have been your mayor for the past year, and I am very proud to serve the people of Shorewood. The last year has not only taught me about obligations and duties of being mayor, but I've also developed a deeper understanding of what it takes to communicate and what work is required to work as a team, maintain a clean, safe, well-functioning city, how to better listen and understand the needs and wants of a community. I thoroughly enjoy every minute of what I was elected to do, and look forward to continuing this journey with everyone. To say I hit the ground running last May is an understatement. I take this position very seriously, and I'm very pleased with the events of the past year, and look forward to another exciting year and productive year. I'm excited to share our accomplishments and future plans with everybody in the village today. Start with finance. Pleased to report we had a strong fiscal performance for the year 21-22. The fiscal year ended on March 31st. Our preliminary figures indicate a $3 million operating surplus. The reason for the surplus is strong revenue returns from sales and property taxes, as well as conservative spending within the village. Several staff positions were vacant for portions of that year, and COVID-19 mitigations resulted in the delay of certain projects and events. The excess funds will be set aside for our Lake Michigan water project. Our 2022-23 budget shows continued strong revenue performance. An increase of 17% in our sales tax over the prior year's budget is predicted, and our driving force behind this is sales tax being charged for online transactions. At the beginning of 2022, most online transactions became subject to the sales tax at the point of delivery, which has increased sales within the village. Our 2022-23 budget also includes a commitment to Parks and Recreation. We have an investment of $870,000 in park upgrades and $85,000 increase in special events and recreation events. Shorewood is a growing community with many families and is an excellent use of the funds to support our community. And of course, our Lake Michigan water project. Lake Michigan water for the village of Shorewood is a huge topic. For almost 2 decades, the village has been working to bring Lake Michigan water to our community. I want to thank previous boards we had the forethought to begin researching and preparing for this project. On January 25th of this year, the village board unanimously voted to become the third member of a newly formed regional water commission that will deliver Lake Michigan water to our community by 2030. The Regional Water Commission will get its water from the Eugene Sawyer Purification Treatment Plant in the city of Chicago. There will be approximately 30 miles of 66-inch diameter pipe to start the distribution system. From there, the pipeline will break into a complex network of 16 to 36-inch transmission mains and pumps to supply clean, safe water for our community and those in the commission. So everybody's aware, Shorewood is the third member of the newly formed Regional Water Commission. This is an approximately $800 million project that's being set forth. Shorewood's cost to that is about $62 million of that original number. Not to mention, the Village of Shorewood has approximately $25 million to invest in our own water system upgrades as it is. That does include upgrades in water mains, our receiving station, pumps, and the additional network that we are doing for internal upgrades. So as you can see, we're making a significant investment in our community for its long term. Furthermore, I am honored to have been elected by the members of the Water Commission to be the Commission's first chairperson. That position will rotate every 2 years. The Commission has not formally been named, but the information will be forthcoming and will be soon for public reference in the near future. We have an extensive amount of work to do for our residents and all the residents of the Commission by 2030, and I'm thrilled to be part of this job. As we touch on some public works, I want to highlight a few things that occurred within the community. So while on the topic of investment in our community, over the last year, the village has started some significant projects. Foremost, we are building a new public works facility to house all of our public works fleet, public works administrative staff. This is a $15 million facility. It's a 71,000 square foot facility which is located on 36 acres of land the village owns. Also on this site is one of the village's deep wells, the water treatment plant, and our current salt dome. This site will also be the future home of our 3 million gallon storage tank for Lake Michigan water. This project started in August 2021 and is scheduled to be completed in June of this year. Upon completion of this project, redevelopment opportunities will exist on Route 59 as the Route 59 Public Works facility will be vacated. A couple of highlights on this. A project of this nature allows us to reinvest in our community. We bring local trades in, which puts local money back in the local economy. Also, the Illinois Route 59 I-55 project will be a divergent diamond interchange in the near future. As many in the area are aware, that project is already ongoing. Upon completion of that, that will create a vast amount of redevelopment opportunity on Route 59. And we look forward to seeing how that all expands for us in the future. A couple of other highlights within the public works side. We had a traffic signal improvement on Black Road at Shorewood Drive that was completed last year. The addition of the traffic signal improved the intersection with signals, crosswalks, and the ability to communicate with other traffic signals, making our commute down Black Road far more efficient. Our motor fuel tax has remained constant and we continue to improve roads every year. Last year we repaved 3.7 miles of roads for just under $1 million. This year, the village has increased our motor fuel tax budget to $1.8 million to update additional roads within the community. The Black Road Trail project was another great addition to see. This is a pedestrian bridge that crosses the DuPage River on I-55. With the trail bridge complete, an expanded trail network has been created between Shorewood and Joliet, along with numerous access points to the Forest Preserve. We are also working with the Forest Preserve District of Will County to enhance Shorewood's trail connectivity to regions to the north and south of us, so residents have a wider network of trails to connect to. This also allows for visitors to have better access to our community. Outdoor lovers will greatly appreciate the completion of this project. Touch on a few economic development highlights. This one might get a long-winded, so I apologize. Economic development of Shorewood has certainly been on the rise, and we are currently in the process of updating our comprehensive plan, and input from our residents has been extremely helpful. Our comprehensive plan is a long-range strategy that will guide Shorewood into the future as far as development, housing, industrial uses, commercial uses, transportation, and overall economic development of the village. The plan will identify goals of our community and serve as a roadmap on how we achieve it. We have hired Tesca and Associates, an award-winning planning and landscape architecture firm, to develop this plan. Tesca has an extensive experience in municipal comprehensive planning as well as parks planning. In addition to Tesca, the engineering firm of Baxter & Woodman has been brought in to work with the design of the transportation, infrastructure, and sustainability plan. Wolt Group will direct the development of the branding and marketing plan for the village. The creation of comprehensive plan is rather important. This plan will be a document that drives all land use decisions within the village for many years to come. This plan will discuss how to develop in a responsible manner, preserve and develop resources such as parks, rivers, paths, amenities, forest preserve, and our natural areas. Make certain we have good quality design that is economically feasible. The plan will also develop our tax base so residents have excellent services without exorbitant tax bills. Carry out the vision that is not just a plan, but become a living document that we utilize every day. We are working diligently to get the word out to our residents about the comprehensive plan so that the input is included. We've set up a website on the bottom there, designshorewood.org, to regularly communicate with the community about the process, as well as public events to share ideas and let the community be part of the input of this plan. I cannot stress enough the importance of our residents being part of the process. We truly value the opinions and the suggestions. On March 31st, the Village of Shorewood held its first community open house with approximately 100 residents in attendance. 3 stations were set up so participants could rotate through the information provided. In the coming months, the consulting team will be considering all ideas carefully as we prepare some draft recommendations. There will be a second open house in the fall to discuss these ideas. I encourage as many residents as possible to attend. So everybody's aware, the importance of our comprehensive plan is we have approximately 20 square miles of vacant land that can be developed. We have a vast amount of room to develop going west. We have current boundary agreements with the City of Joliet to the north. We have current boundary agreements with the Village of Minooka and the Village of Channahon to the south. We do not have a western boundary agreement in place. As some have asked, who would we hit? As I like to say, we could run into Morris out to 47 if we wanted to. But the comprehensive plan will help guide that strategy and how we develop moving to the west. So everybody's input is greatly appreciated. I want to touch on a few businesses that opened in the village. Very excited to have a variety of them here in town now. As many of you already know, there's quite a few new businesses coming to Shorewood in the near future. I want to highlight a few. Raising Cane's will be opening on the corner of Brook Forest Avenue in Virden, where the Providence Bank once stood. The restaurant provides themselves having a very simple menu, which they feel they've perfected. They'll have a dining room, outdoor dining, and the double drive-thru, which seems to be the utmost trend in any of these new restaurants with the drive-thrus. Pizza Ranch will be opening on the northeast frontage road next to La Quinta. They'll offer a buffet as well as some a la carte options, and their food menu will have a fun zone arcade and a perfect place for different family gatherings and birthday parties. Also coming in is Big B Coffees, a business that sells coffee, warm beverages, frozen drinks, and sweet treats. They're going to have an indoor cafe as well as an outdoor dining area out in front of Target. This will be a great addition to that whole area, as there's already shopping and a few restaurants up there. Also in that area is America's Best Contacts and Eyeglasses, which will be opening in Shorewood Crossing next to Home Goods and Red Wing Shoes. Moreover, Cold Stone Creamery will be expanding its offerings to include Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory products. Huh? Critical Grind is a board game cafe that's opening on Sharp Drive. The cafe is going to serve Two Brothers Coffee, which patrons can enjoy playing hundreds of board games that will be available. This is an interesting concept. It does remind me of some of our childhood pre-electronic era. Also of note, the Troy Fire District has purchased a property on Jones Road at approximately 1/2 mile west of Shorewood's current boundary. They will be using the property for a new fire station and training center. Although this property is not currently in the village of Shorewood, the addition of the new station will improve emergency services in Shorewood and will help with our western growth. And working with the fire district, we're pretty hopeful that we have the ability to incorporate the fire district within the corporate limits in the near future. Finally, Restoration Christian Church will be starting construction of a new church on the southwest frontage road. These are just some of the things to mention. Pretty exciting that there's a variety of different activity going on within the village right now, and I'm sure there'll be many more in the near future. In addition to the businesses that are coming soon, I want to highlight a few that entered our community over the past year. First, I want to highlight Mauve National Libations, which are here catering for us today. The owners are Nick Pena and Kayla Saunders. They pride themselves in offering classic and crafted cocktails, along with unique wine, seasonal food that's locally sourced. I can say from experience that my wife and I love the atmosphere and the ever-changing choices that we make. In addition, we now have Pokey Brothers and Smoothie King, which are located right next to each other on Brook Forest Avenue. Blush Blooms is a floral and event designer that opened up on Earl Avenue. The owner, Kaylee Spain, has a new and trendy floral designs, and she was chosen to do the flowers for my stepdaughter's wedding this October. I don't know much about flowers, but I've been told she's doing an amazing job. A few other businesses to note: Great Clips, Eco Shield Pest Solutions, Salon Suites, and Carson's Corner Pizzeria have also opened up. In addition to our new and future businesses, currently building in Shorewood, Meadowbrook Homes, MI Homes, Basic, Sarsfield Construction, Silverthorne, D.R. Horton, and incidentally, D.R. Horton has just sold out within Shorewood Town Center, and they are looking for some new opportunities within the village to start another development. Move into one last section here, our Parks and Recreation. I feel this is one of the best components to relate to our community with the amount of interaction that we can have. My slogan since I became mayor has been Showcase Shorewood. I believe that Shorewood has so much to offer and is a vibrant upcoming community. Shorewood is a great place to live, work, and spend time in, and part of showcasing our amazing town is by the exciting events that take place. Our annual events have been very successful, and this year will be no exception. Coming up next month is our Memorial Day ceremony, where we will honor those who have proudly served our country. Last year's event included a rifle salute, incredible keynote speaker, and this year's tribute will begin at 9 a.m. in front of the Village Hall, and we look forward to honoring those who have died serving our country once again. Moving on to a little more of an upbeat topic here. Our Party in the Park will continue once again this summer with a rotation of concerts and movies taking place on Thursday evenings in June and July, as well as some dates in September and October. In addition to the yearly Crossroads Fest, hosted by the Plainfield Shore Area Chamber of Commerce, which takes place the first weekend in August. These two events provide summertime fun for all ages within our community and to those in nearby communities as well. The first Tuesday in August is Shorewood's National Night Out over at the police station. There's music, food, demonstrations, and even police station tours. This particular event allows for law enforcement and residents to interact with each other and for the community to meet those who keep our village safe and orderly. I especially enjoyed the taser use presentation last year at the National Night Out. It's rather impressive that there's people actually willing to be tasered. Our Oktoberfest was first introduced in 2013, and this event was also a huge success. It's nice to have an event in the fall before winter settles in, where the community can come together and celebrate with food, beer, and music. Right? Who doesn't like food, beer, and music? Right? In addition to Oktoberfest, we have our Autumn Fest, which is held the Sunday before Halloween. This is held at the town square. Not only a hayrack rides offer, but children can participate in trunk or treat. We always appreciate the local businesses and organizations who come out to this event and provide candy for our young trick-or-treaters. One last event I'm especially proud of was our first ever holiday market this year in the village. This 3-day event was so successful, we are bringing it back as an annual event, which will take place the first weekend every December, Friday through Sunday, I apologize. Last year we had 37 vendors that sold a variety of items from candy to homemade crafts to clothing. We had 2 food trucks, roasted nut vendor, our local breweries, Mad Hatchet in Will County, our wine and cocktail establishment, Mauve, and there were hayrack rides around the pond. We had visits from Santa and his reindeer, Elsa from Frozen, the Grinch. There was even a performance by the Minooka High School Madrigals. This event definitely put people in the holiday spirit, and this year we are looking to add more vendors and food choices. If you missed it last year, I highly recommend you put it on your calendars. This is going to be one to be at. In the spirit of continuing to showcase Shorewood, we have added 2 new events this year. June 2nd through September 15th, we will host a farmers market every Thursday from 5 to 9 in the town square. The farmers market will coincide with our weekly parties and movies in the park. Vendors will be selling fresh fruits and vegetables, crafts, and many other items. Definitely be something for everyone to do at the weekly farmers markets. Another new and exciting event for the Village of Shorewood this year will be our Barbecue and Brew Fest on Saturday, June 11th. This event will take place in front of the Village Hall from 12 to 6. This is going to offer a Brew Fest style sampling of craft beer pours and enjoy from a variety of local breweries in Will County. There will also be live music with the band Brass from the Past. They will be headlining and, of course, a fantastic selection of barbecue. This will surely be a great kickoff to summer, and I anticipate another successful community activity that will be fun for all ages. In addition to all these great events, the village has recently purchased 32 acres of land on River Crossing Drive. And we plan to clean up, see the property this fall. We know that having river access, picnic area, parking, and playgrounds are essential. So we are working with the design build firm on how to best maximize this space. They will also help determine which amenities are best suited for the parcel. Stay tuned for more exciting information on this. As you can see, Shorewood definitely has quite a lot going on. We are working together to maintain Shorewood's accomplishments and successes, as well as we grow responsibly and pursue opportunities to enhance our village. I am always open to ideas and suggestions, and I welcome the chance to collaborate with citizens as we move forward together in a common belief that Shorewood is a great place to call home. With that, I want to say thank you for everybody coming today. Please enjoy some opportunity to network everybody else that's here. Try some of their foods that Mom has brought. Use up those drink tickets nonetheless. We have the room for another hour-ish, so thank you.